So guys, it is Tuesday the 20th of April and today is my very first physio appointment for my ankle. So I was meant to have the appointment yesterday, however I had a few things on so I had to rearrange it for today. So I'm just on my way there now and hopefully get the recovery in the rehab process and strengthening back up my ankle started. So my ankle's feeling pretty good at the minute. I can walk fine, no pain, but if I'm on it quite a lot then it gets a little bit tired. So it's not painful, but if I am on it for a bit of time then it does, I won't say hurt, but it feels like a little bit of a strain. Like I was on it all yesterday and it started hurting and started to swell up a bit, which caused me to have a slight limp, but all good and well. Gonna head over to my physio appointment and hopefully get back soon. Back at work after the physio appointment, which went pretty well. So the physio pretty much said that everything's working fine and everything's going in the right direction and it's healing in the right direction, but I said I need to really focus on my range of motion at present. So they gave me basically the general range of motion exercises, so bringing your foot forward and backwards, so practicing plantarflexion and dorsiflexion, and then also a lot of circular movements. He also said that the next thing I really need to work on is my balance. So I didn't actually realise how poor my balance was at present. Obviously I knew it was quite unstable, but it is very, very hard to balance on one leg. And it gave me a good new exercise which I didn't know about, so I've learned something new today which I'm going to show you guys now. So obviously, if I just stand up here, you have general balance exercise. So I'm going to start on my good leg. So if you just stand on one leg like this, obviously that's going to work on your balance, but to take that to the next level, what you do is you get a ball, you can throw it up and catch it like that. So this is the exercise that he's given me. So if I take this onto my bad leg now, so now when I try to stand and balance on one leg, I can already feel myself wanting to put the majority of my weight onto the lateral side of my foot. So the majority here, I'm putting it on to this side. It's actually quite hard to put it on to the inner side of my ankle. However, once I get the ball involved now, I'm all over the place. So I was bad without the ball, but when he tries to get the ball involved, it's even harder. So that's where we are at present. So working on that range of motion and working on that balance. He's also given me a few other stuff, a few little strengthening stuff. So he said I can start to do non-weight bearing exercises. So doing a squat to try and help increase that dorsiflexion at the ankle. And then also I asked him about going to the gym. And he said like using, the leg press and things like that, anything that is just not going to put much pressure and weight on my ankle, and eventually we're going to build it back up to the jumping and the plyometric. So that was my review of today's appointment. So next couple of days I'm going to work on all these exercises, and hopefully next time I speak I'm in a much better shape and condition. So I'm booked in to see my physio in 2 weeks. So I'm just going to have a little bit of cryotherapy on my ankle before I finish work, and then from there it's just all about getting the exercises in and then see where I am in a couple of weeks. So getting that cryo on just before I finish work and head out to some schools to do a little bit of coaching. So I'm just gonna prep the ankle to begin with. Get a little bit of deactivator gel on there. That feels really sensitive when I put that on. Very sensitive. He also said that my scar's healing pretty nicely too, which I'm happy with. So he said, yeah, scar's healing nice. And that, there's nothing to worry about really. Everything's looking the way it should be. You'll be able to move in a good way, and I should be back to myself in no time. So all good. So now, use up this last bit of cryo and get off to work. So just wait for it to warm up and wait for the nitrogen to start coming up the funnel, and then we can get started. Taking a little bit longer than normal. There we go. It's starting to come out now, as you can see. Right, let's get this started again. And let's get that cryo on the foot. You know, to be honest, I don't use this on myself as often as I should. But when I used it the other day, oh my god, it made such a difference to my ankle. Oh yeah. Like I say, don't get high on your own supply. Personally, I like to try and save it for my clients. Because obviously, you end up, as a therapist, you end up being guilty of looking after everybody else better than you look after yourself. But I feel like in times like this, it's definitely a need. So I always try to use it when it's a serious injury such as this. I need to get back quicker. But yeah, I definitely need to start using this a lot more on myself. So we've just got a quick 3 minutes on there. That'll hopefully as well bring the swelling down and make work a little bit easier for me today. Getting through work a little bit easier today. Ready for round 2. Another 3 minutes. Just already at a minute into it. So let's go. So that is the treatment finished there, and I'm telling you, man, this cryo is different stuff. Like, I always forget how good it actually is. So that's it, finished for the day. Done my treatment, done my physio, and it's time to head out now. And I'll catch up with you in the next couple of days or next couple of weeks. Okay guys, so it's Monday the 3rd of May, and tomorrow is my second physio appointment. So it's been 2 weeks since my last one, and in that time I've just been getting on with my exercise and doing my exercises. So I'm getting really good. I'm walking a lot better now, to the point where I'm not even noticing the injury. A lot of people have said and commented how much better that I'm walking now. In terms of the injury, my balance is getting there, so I've been practicing the balancing exercises much better than last week. And the thing that I'm struggling with at the minute is just my range of motion. So I've been practicing the exercises. As you can see, my balance is way better now on one leg, and this is the bad leg, remember. And then I can even throw the ball in, no problem now. So balance is all working. Just struggling with the range of motion a bit. I saw Tom last week and he gave me a couple of exercises to help work on help release the tension in my foot. So I've just been doing that and getting on with the physio exercises. So tomorrow I've got my physio. I'm going to be seeing him first thing in the morning and then it's straight to work. So I'll hit you guys up and give you an update tomorrow. So guys, it's the morning of the appointment and I'm heading over there, so let's go. Today was all looking at increasing the range of motion in my ankle. So pain wise, I'm pretty alright. It's still a little bit stiff, but until I do something I don't really notice it anymore. So like I say, today was all about increasing that range of motion and was looking at doing this through lunges and lunging. So the exercise my physio has given me this week are to perform lunges. So, in order to increase the range of motion at my ankle, my physio wants me to look at working on that movement. So, going down like this, forward, and also doing it the opposite way and going backwards. Okay. So the aim is to actually do that without my shoes on, but at the minute it's a little bit too painful and my ankle isn't strong and stable enough to do it without shoes, so I need to keep my shoes on, but the aim is to build up towards that. Also what the physio gave me is the advice is to, if I'm struggling, is to use a wall. If I use a wall and then lunge forward and then same again. Lunge backwards. Okay, so also doesn't help too much that I've also got an injured toe. So I injured my toe just before my surgery, and that's also making it difficult to sort of bend and go down on the toe. So this is where I'm at the minute. Like I say, still a little bit painful, going backwards as well. Bit painful on the toe, but eventually, as weeks go on, I'm going to aim to do that without the shoes on and do it barefoot. So I've actually got one more physio session left and I've got that booked in for a couple of weeks time. So after that session, I'll hit you guys up, let you know on the progression of my injury, progression of my recovery, and hopefully get some more advice and tips for you so you can see what's going on.